Welcome to Reddit Reader, Redditors that host their home on Airbnb. What has been your worst experience with a guest? I used to travel a lot for work and would put my apartment up on Airbnb while I was away. My apartment has a bunch of closets and drawers which I used to leave empty at my guest disposal. However, there is one closet in the bedroom which I kept locked because it is where I keep my personal belongings. One time, a guest left a bad review, saying that the place had no storage space, which I was very confused about up until I got home and saw my closet. Dude had tried to open it using brute force. The door was almost pulled off its hinges, and the wood was chipped in some places. The door in question had two padlocks, and the perfectly usable closet on the opposite wall was untouched. Rented out to a group of 4 girls. Turns out they were going partying every day during their stay. I get called one day at 5 a.m. It's the guard from my building, telling me there's a passed out girl on the lobby's couch, puking and herself. None of her friends had gone back to help her. Ruin the couch, obviously. The next day they send me a message again. Another one of the girls had sprinted into the building stairs and also herself. A friend of mine rented to a girl who was convinced that there were cameras hidden all around the unit. She dismantled the lighting fixtures, picture frames, medicine cabinets, remote controls, etc. Edit. This occurred in 2015. They were live-in hosts renting out the main part of their home. She also deplotted plants, removed smoke detectors, hid all of the refrigerator magnets, and destroyed her cell phone. They were compensated by Airbnb. Thank you, Reddit, for an excuse to reach out to an old friend. We are live-in hosts, so we are present while guests stay in our spare room. A guest arrived and immediately announced that they had himself during their journey. They then marked us down for cleanliness. Mate, you yourself. Also, a guest who found a pair of my flip-flops in a wardrobe that they should not have opened, then over the bathroom floor, ruining my favorite flip-flops in the process. Also, a guest who went out drinking for 10 hours before checking in, meaning I had to collect them from the taxi and put them in bed in the recovery position, check on them when I woke up for work, then call the taxi company on their behalf when it turned out they'd lost their phone. I worked in a call center that handles some of the Airbnb's customer service. So, one guest murdered 2 people in the host's home and got arrested there. Another guest was from a culture that eats iguanas and barbecued up a 7-year-old girl's pet iguana to serve to the family as thanks for hosting him. Another guest filled a mug with human shit and left it in the host's microwave. You really lose all faith in humanity working in customer service call centers. Editing to add. Airbnb requires photo evidence for all host complaints, and guess who's the first to see them? The initial customer service agent, who may only be on their first or second day taking calls. And the iguana man was forced to pay for both a new barbecue for the family and a replacement iguana. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, dislike if you disliked it, and subscribe so you don't miss our next upload.